Hi, welcome back to another video. Sorry if I sound a little bit weird and there might be some cuts in the video because I'm quite ill at the moment. I'm going to try and edit out as many coughs and sneezes and stuff as possible. So this is quite a long intro, and if you don't really care about this bit and just care about the art, then please feel free to skip to this timestamp. So in 2022, I made videos on this YouTube channel, and in the space of 2 months I made about 10 videos. One day I just completely lost all motivation to make any and didn't make any new videos for about 9 months. And then in April 2023 I got a new phone which had a lot more storage and enough space to kind of edit and record on again. So I restarted this channel with a new name and was really into making videos. I made a couple full-length ones and I was really enjoying it, and then suddenly out of the blue I just lost all motivation again. Got completely burnt out creatively for basically everything, and I didn't draw or do anything creative for nearly 2 months until a few weeks ago. I decided to teach myself how to crochet, and I made this top in a day after watching a YouTube tutorial of basically just the very basics, how to chain and how to do a single crochet. Sorry, I had to cut this bit of the video out just because I was coughing loads and wasn't really making much sense. But basically that got me out of my little art block thing, and so I thought I'd make a video to try and make the most of that. And also I really want to finish this sketchbook quite soon. So that leads into today's video. I'm sorry this is such a long intro again. But yeah, let's start the video. So in August 2022, I got this sketchbook and started drawing straight away and immediately loved it. I've had this for nearly a year, so I really want to try and finish it by the end of the summer holidays. And my end goal is to be able to make a full sketchbook tour, which I've never been able to do before because I've never been this committed to a sketchbook that's been so consistent. Today I'm just going to do as many pages of this as possible before I am too tired to do any more. And yeah, I don't really have any plans, I just want to try and do a few pages. And I don't know if this will become a series, but there is about 25 pages left, I think, so I'm probably not going to do them all on camera because I want to leave some to the end of the book for the finished sketchbook tour. So these are the first pages we're going to be working on. I don't have a plan, which is probably not a very good thing, but I'm going to just try my best to make something cool out of it anyway. The camera doesn't pick up the pencil very well, but I just sketched out a little duck. Okay, I've got a very rough duck sketched, and I think I'm going to do outlines in pencils and then inside with watercolour. Okay, I've picked out these colours. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them all. I don't know what's going on with the screen on. I think the lead's about to fall off. Oh. Yeah. I picked out these colours.
Time.
Once I had a rough idea of which colours I was going to use from the outlines with the pencil, I started blocking in some main colours with the watercolour. As you can see, it looks quite messy at first, and then it starts to get a little bit better, then it gets messy again, and it was very much a kind of trust the process thing. Then I decided the background was looking a little bit boring, so I did a bit of work on that and just added a lot more tone. So this is how it's looking at the moment. I can't decide if I like it or not because it's definitely out of my comfort zone and not in my usual style. I kind of just went with it though, to be honest. I want to add in some details with this white pen, which, although I hate this saying, could literally make or break it. I'm still not sure if I like the decision of adding this white. It made the eye look kind of scary, but I think it's quite funny. I think this page is finished. It definitely wasn't what I was expecting to make when I decided I was going to draw a duck, but I think I actually really like it. And I know the background's a little bit messy, but I quite like that because I usually try and perfect a lot of things, and it was quite nice to just be like quite free with this. Okay, so I've had a look on Pinterest and I've decided that I want to use this reference to try and make my own original character. So it took me quite a long time to get this sketch looking how I want it to. Now I'm going to start trying to outline her and start to put the details in with these pens. So this is always really nerve-wracking because obviously if it's in pen, it's like you can't undo it. So I'm just going to take my time and see what I can come up with. I'm a bit worried I'm going to mess her up when I start colouring her in because I want to use alcohol markers, but I'm not very good with them. Last time I tried to film a video, it all went wrong because of the alcohol markers, and my drawing that I'd spent a really long time on got ruined basically. So I'm just going to have a little think and then I'll come back to you. Okay, I've just picked out so many colours, genuinely. I've got a lot here. So the entire process of colouring this in was just horrifying. I'm really bad at drawing with like alcohol markers and stuff, as I said. I was using the wrong colours, doing really bad blending, and yeah, it was not good. And then I suddenly just decided I was just going to go with it and try to fix things up by doing some more highlights and stuff like that. And then I moved on to the hair, and this is where it all started going downhill. I started off with trying to do some coils, then I decided I didn't want to do that. And then I completely regretted adding the spikes on the hair, so, you know. Then started overcompensating and adding white on the hair, and again, it was just getting worse and worse. Hi, so I don't know how I feel about this. She's gorgeous, the model is gorgeous, but I feel like I kind of wasted her potential, you know what I mean? I might redraw her at some point. I feel like I shouldn't have added the spikes on the hair because I wanted her to be some sort of thing to do with the sun, and then somewhere along the way I just decided to include no sun colours. So it's literally just a lady with bright pink hair and bright pink clothes and a necklace that looks like the sun and very spiky punk hair. She's very cool, but not really what I was going for. I just wanted to show her now. It was just a bit too punky and wasn't really what I was going for. I think she looks really pretty, and I also gave her white eyelashes just because I wanted to tie in with the white in her hair, and I don't know, I just thought it looked cool as well. She's still going to be something to do with the sun. I might see if I can explore her character a bit more if I make a second episode of this, or off camera, anything like that, because I actually really like her and I think she's quite cool. So for the last page, I'm actually going to be flipping back a few pages to where I have this half green and half smudged page. I've decided that I'm going to try and draw Bimo on there. So if you don't know who Bimo is a character from Adventure Time, and they are like a little Game Boy thing almost. I'll put a picture up on screen. And Bimo's always been my favourite character in Adventure Time, and a few months ago I made this little model, and I thought because I like them so much, I should paint them. I know it looks a little bit rough right now, but I'm going to start outlining. Then I made a stupid mistake and decided to use gouache. And if you don't know much about gouache, basically if you add water to it, it starts blending with colours underneath it. And so it's really hard to get like a flat colour. And so probably wasn't good for this, but I think I made it work in the end. But yeah, it did make this process quite hard. So by the time I was adding these buttons, they were all mixing together and it was just being a really big mess and just not fun at all. Hi, I'm sorry I stopped videoing. I had to do a little bit off camera just because it was going all wrong. And as you can see, they've lost the buttons, but I'm going to make them into 3D ones. So it's quite funny because the one I thought was going to be the most simple one has become the most complicated already. So I started this next bit by just re-outlining everything. So this bit was actually recorded the day after. and I just started sketching out some buttons in my little Marco things again, trying to do similar colours to what the actual BMO has. And then I just started arranging them. Next, I spent a really long time gluing them all on. And lastly, I just sketched on all the other details that I had to paint over last time. Okay, it's finished. I'm not overly keen, but I don't think it looks bad. I think it'd be a little bit neater if I didn't do it with gouache, but that's just the I wanted to try out some mediums that I don't usually use, and I think it turned out pretty well. I'm sorry I look a little bit different. It's actually been 24 hours since I filmed the intro of this video, and actually that makes it sound like I've been in the same clothes for 48 hours. I haven't. I've got changed in, and then yeah. But yeah, I am pretty happy with the pages I managed to do. They're not my favourites in the entire book, but just the fact I was able to get motivated to make a video. But yeah, I think they're still really nice. Thank you very much for watching, and I really appreciate you coming back after these few months. I hope you have a lovely day, and hopefully see you in the next video. Bye!